And good morning and welcome to Touch Base Daily. My name is Ron Foster, touching base with you as I always do every day. How are you doing? January is just moving right along, right? It is. Today's the 12th, isn't it? Today is January 12th. We're almost near the middle of the month, come on, y'all. It's moving on. It's just moving on. Time keeps marching on. So today is our Motivation Monday. And so what we do on Motivation Monday, today we're going to be talking about, let me get that on the screen so you can see for our Motivation Monday. It's going to be sharing about, I know y'all going to be like, what? E pluribus, E pluribus unum. For creatives, and in the spirit of where we are in this country right now, and out of many is Latin, out of many, one, and that was created during the 13 colonies, or before it became a country, and these 13 states or colonies became states and then became a country. So how can we use that, and how things are happening around the world right now, especially here in America, where it just seems like things are falling apart. But in some cases, there's some things coming together. I mean, probably a year ago this time, we were more apart than we are probably today. So I know they're saying, people are, things are falling apart from the seams. Yes, they are when it comes to the government. But guess what? I do believe it's causing people to come together, creating and going back to the original philosophy of out of many, one. So we'll talk about that as creatives, and you'll see the overlap. Okay, so let me get over here and see what's going on in the world with you all. First of all, good morning again. What are you drinking this morning? Can I ask you, what are you drinking? I know I have my coconut water here that I'm drinking. What are you drinking this morning? How are you starting your day as you liquefy yourself? And, or I should say, hydrate. Hydrate is a better word, right? Hydrate. As you hydrate yourself this morning, how are you hydrating yourself? I had some nice tea this morning, hibiscus tea. And now onto my coconut water. It's that kind of day. So anyway, it is beautiful out. The weather is a little cold here in New York, a little windy. It was windy last night. And yesterday I was out and about, and I'll share my weekend, but I want you also to share your weekend as well. The weekend for me was absolutely interesting. It was wonderful. Saturday, I did pretty much just cleaned up and relaxed a little bit. And but yesterday I had to spend time with my fellow photographers as we were getting ready for a photo shoot and marketing campaign for our exhibition that's coming up in February. And that would be February 7th. And that is called at the Wilmer Jennings Gallery on the Lower East Side. Really is Alphabet City. And but most people outside of New York City don't know about Alphabet City in New York. So, but yeah, there's a place in New York City called Alphabet City. It's like on the Lower East Side, where the numbers become letters for the streets. Avenue A, Avenue B, Avenue C. So check that out. So I'll have a lot more information on that, and I'll be giving you more information as in. There's a lot of other activities that are going to be going on during the exhibition as well. But it was so nice to see all, let's just say not all, because a lot of us did not bring our photos, but so many of the images that are going to be featured in this exhibition. And I am honored to be with so many amazing, oh my gosh, some of these photographers. Their work has been in MoMA, been in the New York City Museum of Art, Germany museums around different countries and around the country itself here domestically. So it's just amazing. It's amazing what's out there in the world. And so anyway, let me take this off the screen, right? Let me get that off the screen as I talk to you all. But yeah, so that's where we are. I guess I should say some hellos because people are in the building. I just wanted to do one thing here technically. Hold on a second as I make a couple of clicks, put a little clicks here and get that going for you all. Okay, I think we are going to be ready for this. Here we go. And okay, hopefully, okay, let's see what happens. Okay, so let's say hello. Let's do some hellos. Hello, the first person in the building with the gold today is our wonderful Chris R. She says, good morning. And next in the building with the silver is Jazzy Jazz. She says, good morning, beautiful people, and with her wonderful roses. And the bronze goes to the wonderful, wonderful Gwendolyn. And also in the building is Omar. Omar says, hey, all. And yeah, G is with me. She said, it is the 12th already. And look who else is in the building. A wonderful face, a wonderful person, Mr. Brian Young, creative. And so today's going to be an interesting kind of Motivation Monday. We have our friends on from that I've been on before, and Mr. Martin Small is going to be here with us. So he's going to be sharing, and we'll be just talking and just chatting it up. And so that's exciting. And he took me up on my offer. He said, "You can come on anytime you want. Come on. You can even be a co-host." But yeah, that's who we are. So he'll be on today. And I do believe we'll get to some photography from the weekend. And let's see here. Oh, I see Bryson. Oh, Bryson, I know you got a lot to say. Bryson says, what's up, Ron? What's up, everybody? Happy Money Making Monday. And drum roll, because we know he has something else to say. Been moving around because NAACP Image Awards nominations were announced today, and Center is leading the pack this year. Of course. I mean, who else could lead the pack as for the NAACP Image Awards? And yes, here's Bryson with more entertainment news. Tiana Taylor took home Best Supporting Actress for Golden Globes last night. And as I was talking to Chris this morning, he and most of the people did not expect it. So congratulations to Tiana Taylor and her award for Best Supporting Actress. And that is an indicator that she might be getting that same award for the Oscars. So that is a good signal. That's a good signal there. Sometimes it's repeated. Sometimes it is repeated. So what else is happening? Well, as the saga continues with the before we go there, I just want to say a big shout out to America, the sane Americans, everybody except for MAGA, because people this weekend took to the streets. They took to the streets. They were out there in numbers here in New York City. The streets were packed on Fifth Avenue. I did not go out and do any photography because I had other events that I had to tend to, but I was so tempted to go. But looking across the country, Minneapolis, DC, LA, it was Chicago, all these places had thousands and thousands of people out there protesting. And I do believe America will wake up. America will wake up. Or should I say, it's beginning to wake up. It's beginning to understand that no one is safe. No one is safe in this new Trump Vance America, because the idiot Vance had the indicator that, not only should we be out in the streets, but we should be going door to door. We should be getting people, collecting people door to door. I don't know if you heard that, but that's some kind of craziness. Yeah. So, there we go. As soon as you say Trump, as soon as you say these bad MAGA folks, they always come into the show. Oh, gosh, Lord have mercy. There is some truth to what he's saying there. The Democrats did. The old Democrat Party, the Southern Dixiecrats, not the new Democrat Party, the Southern Democrats, the Southern Dixiecrats were part of the KKK. So you got a little truth in there, Austin. A little truth there. Yeah. So we'll let him rattle, but then after that, we'll have to let him go. If he gets disrespectful, we'll have to let him go. Yeah, we are so bad. Yep. Okay. Here he has to go. Bye-bye. Goodbye. I love that. I love that band mode. That band button is the best. Oh, I love it. Thank you, Bryce. Bryce says, and the block party is where they heading. The block party. I love it. Oh, Anthony is in the building. Mr. Anthony Rowland is in the building. He says, good morning, family. It's been a while. We miss you, buddy. You're not with the other photographers this week in Tennessee? And I wanted to go, but I said, nah. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to bring on Martin so he can share the stage with me. Hopefully his sound is working and all that good stuff, but we'll see. Here he comes.
Hopefully.
There you go.
Hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you.
So it is working. I was I told you I needed to be on this show.
Yeah.
Yet I can't get my sound right. You know what's going on? Hey,
Mr.
Ron.
Martin Small is in the building. He is my co-host this morning. Oh, wait. I get 2 for the price of 1. Oh, there's another one in the building. There's Mr. Reed.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Donald Reed is in the building. Donnie Don. What's going on, gentlemen?
We are good. I mean, it's great to see you in the morning. You always look so fresh and have so much energy. I don't know where it comes from. I don't know what's going on. But so happy, man. And
the Alpo glow. Day. Remember that commercial? The Alpo glow. The Alpo glow is in the mornings. That's how we roll. But it's always good to. So good to see you guys. I was like, when you guys are like, hey, let's do this. I was like, yeah. You guys know, you guys have an open invitation to be here. So how do you guys? I mean, before we go into other stuff, but how are you guys feeling about what's going on in this? I mean, for those that don't, Martin served, correct? Right? Martin served in the military.
I'm a veteran.
He's a veteran, and we, Mr. Don and I, we serve the public.
Yes.
We do. We are what they call civilians.
Yeah, we're civilian servants of the public.
Damn civilians.
So, but we're all servants. We're all here to serve the public. So, yes, America. Let's just say America, because not America. It's a portion of America. Because believe it or not, they did a poll this weekend. I think it was Saturday. Maybe it was Friday. Regarding how people are feeling about ICE and how they're feeling about what happened this last week. And 75% of Americans are not with it. 75% of Americans or more, 90, 85, 75, but mostly around 75% average are not with the Trump administration and what they're doing, not with the lies, not with ICE, not with deportations, which also concerns me about the 25%. Like, you have to be some kind of cruel mindset. The 25% of Americans that are out there that are okay with it. Not only are they okay with it, they want more of it.
Yeah, it's interesting to see the time that we're living in right now, and for the folks who are still avid Trump supporters and still agree with everything that he's doing, they're right on line with it. I'm not surprised because we know who they are. They are racist. They are separatists. Trump is not running a dictatorship, but he is running an autocracy. And we need to do a little bit of research and look back at what happened in Nazi Germany and how everything started. And we are on the same trajectory for the people who still believe in Donald Trump. Um, they should know that he does not have America first in mind. It's all smoke and mirrors. And
All smoke.
earlier, I heard you saying, Ron, that it's we all involved with this. It's going to affect everyone. And so for our white brothers and sisters, our Latinos, our Asians who support Trump, don't be fooled to think that he cares about America. He does not at all.
Not at all.
You know,
and if I may interject,
please.
this is when you look first of all, the dog killer, I should say that, but it is what she is. She was on CNN this weekend for the weekend news interview, and they want you to believe something that we see with our. They want us to believe what we know is not true because we all have eyeballs and we've seen the videos and we know exactly what happened on last week, and it's just baffling. But I'm going to throw another wrench into this conversation is that because not only did he go into Venezuela, not only did we have a killing of a woman that was in her car that was trying to get away, but then the proclamations and the rhetoric of we want to go into Colombia, we want to go into Cuba, we want to take Greenland, and if we don't do it the good way, the easy way, then we're going to do it the hard way. and people don't. I hope Americans are waking up though. They really do understand the dangers of this. It is. I heard over the weekend that the UK is bringing before Parliament probably this week or maybe today. There was some conversation that the UK is going to send troops to Greenland to protect Greenland from America.
Mm-hmm.
This is where we are. Greenland. Think about it. Two of this. The UK is going to send troops to Greenland.
Right. It's crazy.
To protect Greenland from the United States of America.
Exactly. It's mind-boggling. Mind-boggling, but it's not. Ron, a lot of people don't understand and haven't been reading what's going on. And that's because America, we're all spoiled. Black, white, Asian, we're just spoiled. We're in a situation where we don't think that we have to protect ourselves in some cases, I'll give you an example. So, y'all said I was a veteran. So when I came out of the military, my first job, I was walking down Times Square in the middle of the night, walked into a hotel. That's how I got into the hospitality business. And actually met a guy named Abe Hirschfield. I'm making a long story short because I don't know how much time we have, and I talk forever. But anyway, so I'm get the job in there, and I find out that Abe Hirschfield is basically Donald Trump's boss. So I worked along with this man back in, 95 around that time, 95, 94 around that time. And one thing that people don't understand about Donald Trump in other states, we know it in New York, but in other states, is that he's a complete narcissist.
Yep.
He does not know what's going on. He's just following the lead. And one of the leads, when it came to what you were speaking about Venezuela, is that on page, and I want every listener or every watcher of Ron's show to check this out. On page 184 of Project 2025, they speak about exactly what's going on now.
Yeah, Project 2025 is, they are, for those that don't, we were talking about it here. We 4 people talking about it.
That's right.
So we have our wonderful Elise. She put us in the loop. She educated us, and we're on the mission to read and to learn. This is Project 2025 being applied, and most I would say that half of it has already been completed.
Oh, it's almost it's almost there.
Yeah, it says like 48% of it's completed.
And some people just don't realize how serious it is, because if you go to page 184, like I said, page 184 talks about this hemisphere and what is going to happen to Venezuela and Ecuador and those other countries.
They want to control the whole hemisphere.
And there we go. And Trump is just a pawn in this. And he just wants people to say his name. So we're going to lose, hopefully we never do, but we may lose some freedoms. We're going to lose our health care just because one man wants you to say his name. And that's Donald Trump. It's crazy.
But what I was looking at, and because we, the conversation all the end of last weekend, also this weekend, is we know that taking Greenland is not for our protection. One is Greenland is already protected by NATO. So if there was ever an invasion, or the Russians or the Chinese wanted to invade Greenland or take and put bases there or whatever, it can't happen because it's covered by NATO. We are already covered and safe because of NATO.
Yes.
And so if there was ever any of those kinds of events that would happen, NATO would automatically be triggered to respond, as they are with the threats of Donald Trump.
That's right.
So Mr. Kankles is causing a whole world disturbance.
Mr. Who?
Mr. Kankles. Who? They call him Kankle.
You call it Kankles?
Yeah, I got that from Jennifer and from the other.
Go ahead,
I hate this thing this morning. But they when I heard that, and then I heard also read this morning, and also I was looking at some correspondence stuff yesterday. Again, and I said this weeks ago, the rest of the world is moving on without America. And this is going to affect us for generations. No trading, no because no sharing of secrets.
Yeah, that's
because now the British the British, the French, and the Germans, they said, wait, we can't give America secrets.
That's right.
We can't send them information about what's going covertly, and no, we can't do it. America is less safe than it's ever been. I can say, it's been probably in 100 years.
Oh, we're living in history right now.
This is like beyond. And again, like you mentioned about Nazi Germany, and it's the same exact playbook. If anyone has read history, it's the same exact play. ICE is the Gestapo. It's the same instruments. That's the way they're using them. You see that they're going to add 1,000 more ICE people moving into Indianapolis, I think today or tomorrow. This is, but as
Minneapolis,
not Indianapolis. You see, you got me.
Y'all New Yorkers be mixing up India and Minneapolis.
Minneapolis.
You're not the only one. A couple weeks ago, everybody was like Minneapolis.
Yeah, Minneapolis, and
yes.
But it's causing a lot of rethinking of everything.
But Ron, on their side, because I have friends out here, my white brothers and sisters, that protest and ask me to protest, and I said I'm not going out and protesting, and I'll support you, I'll give you a hug, but I don't believe that any African American man or woman should be out there protesting, because we've already been on the line. That's number one. Number two, the hope that I get that you're talking about when it comes, like we said in Nazi Germany, but the hope that I get is that we've already seen this before, where the Jews in Nazi Germany, they didn't really see it coming and they weren't prepared. But Black people, African Americans in this nation have been telling everybody from white people to immigrants that we've been through this and this can happen again. We haven't had help, we haven't had anybody to save us. And now people are losing their health care in the mountains, in the Appalachian Mountains. They're losing their health care in Montana. They're getting shot in the face and like we've been going through for years. I mean, I heard the woman who got shot in the face by the ICE agent, it was a couple blocks away from where George Floyd got choked out. And then I heard before that, someone in New York, a young man got shot by ICE in New York, a young Black man. Was it New York or New Jersey? I can't remember, but I do know that now that they're getting shot, that it's more of a light. And I'm not trying to make it a race thing, even though it is. What I am trying
to say, always race. It's always race in America. There's no way of getting around it.
Right. There's no way of getting around it. And, when it's happening to them, I'm so glad that the righteous is out there.
What would you call them? Say that again.
Righteous. They're righteous and they're white. Righteous white.
Yes.
And I say that from the bottom of my heart, that they're out there fighting and standing up against this tyranny in this country. It is, but however, I won't go out there because my ancestors did it. They told me how to do it. I know how to do it. Donald told of stories of cops pulling us over. I'm sure you, Ron, you, Donald, have been stopped by the cops for no reason. Right. And then they don't apologize. They might hit you. They put guns in my face.
Luckily I have only been stopped and written tickets or whatever for nonsense. And then I go to the court, I have one case I had to go and went to the court, and then the judge says, "Are you kidding me?"
Yeah.
He talked to "Are you kidding me?" Mm-hmm. And the Black officer, it was a Black officer. Mm-hmm. He only did it to make himself look good in front of his white counterpart.
That's right. That's
right. And my buddy and I, we're cycling, and we are on, for those that are downtown Brooklyn, we're on Flushing. We stop at the red light, but our tires are like slightly into the walkway. Mm-hmm. And then he gets out the car and says, "You guys were going to go through the red light." We're like, "We did not go through the red light." He goes, "No, but you were going to go through the red light." And he gave us a ticket. And then we took it to court.
Right.
And the judge threw it out and said, "Are you kidding me? What were you thinking? What were you thinking? You don't give a ticket on the presumption of breaking a crime."
Yeah.
The crime was not committed. But he was trying to impress his white counterpart.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And my buddy and I looked at each other and said, "Can you believe this?
Mm-hmm.
Can you believe this Black police officer giving us a hard time? We're just having a good time. We're just riding our bikes."
Where we Ron?
It's
go ahead.
It's crazy. Really quickly, just for our listeners who may not be privy to what NATO is, I wanted to go back to that really quickly.
Go ahead.
Tell them how important it is.
I love the educational.
So NATO, it stands for the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. Yes. It's a political and military alliance of 32 North American and European countries that was formed in 1949 for collective defense, where an attack against one member is considered an attack against all, ensuring mutual security and promoting democratic values. It serves as a form of political consultation and has military strength with diplomatic efforts to maintain peace and stability. Now, the reason why I wanted to go back to that just for a moment is because I know a lot of us, including myself, because we're all still learning, understanding how important this alliance is with NATO and the effects that it's having. And I wanted to bring that up again really quickly, just for those people out there who are Trump supporters and who think that Trump is America first. By pulling out this treaty, it leaves us more vulnerable than we have ever been before. And Doc, you know this better than me and Ron because you served in the military. So I want people to really, really think about that. because we are fully exposed. And then one more quick thing I want to say is Donald Trump and his narcissism, but the autocracy that he is leading the charge of is extremely detrimental to us as civilians and people who are not in the military, us who are not making those decisions to go to war. It's leaving all of us exposed, because when things hit the fan, who's going to be the ones affected the most? It's going to be us, because they can go into bunkers, they can go in hiding, they have protection. So it's not America first. People really need to wake up. And the last thing that I wanted to say really quickly is Stephen Miller. I find it interesting.
I see his face.
I find it very interesting that his Jewish background is the one who's leading the charge into the anti-Semitic things that people like to say, and also the enslavement, the mistreatment of American citizens. Because what is the difference between what happened to his ancestors in Nazi Germany and what they're doing right now? And I'm so curious to know where his conscience is, and if he even has one, because it's so contradictory to his ancestral background. And then, you know, this Trump administration is talking about immigrants, right? And birthright citizenship. But if you trace 3 or 4 generations down, maybe just 2, you will find that all of their family members were immigrants, including Donald Trump's wife.
All of them. They're all descendants of immigrants.
Yeah.
I mean, that is the oxymoron of it all. That's what's ironic about it all, is that these people are really immigrants. I mean, they're not from, you know, they weren't dragged here by chains, or their land wasn't stolen. These people are truly immigrants. But I want to go back to NATO.
Yeah.
Because NATO is, you hit one, you hit us all. It is one of the best strategic deals in global expansion and global camaraderie and global protection ever in mankind history, where you have all of these countries. An attack on one is an attack on all, and that has kept so many wars from breaking out. It was created to stop another world war. And so this is why Trump is so, he's just, I mean, again, like Jazzy says, I have it on the screen, Trump has no idea what NATO is, let alone anything else. What's scary is that those who are surrounding him don't either. And NATO has protected us for so long. We need NATO just as much as they need us. But listening to the French president this weekend, and they interviewed him, and saying, this is the thought that they said, America no longer believes in the power of NATO, and America was the #1 player for NATO. But now we have to reorganize the world, because the country that believed in it is no longer believing in it now. And he tried to say it without saying the United States. But again, Germany, France, UK, even though the UK prime minister is quite weak, in my opinion. But they are all strategizing and saying, wait a minute, America is no longer. But again, I think it's still that the world is not moving fast enough. I think just like when, you know, Hitler was happening back in the 30s, the world was slow to move, because they're like, oh, no one can take this man serious. The man with the little mustache, no one's going to accept him. But Trump, I think countries right now should be pulling out of anything that's happening. The soccer event that's going to be
Yeah.
here in America.
Mm-hmm.
The Olympics, they should be put out. I think America should be put out of the Olympics. I think the country should do what they would do with any other nation.
Isolate them.
And I think America should be isolated on the world stage, and that they should be FIFA. Thank you, Jazzy. FIFA, and that in order for this to really take hold, that these idiots to stifle their power, their ability to do things in the world, the whole world needs to respond, like they would do any other country. Look, when Russia did what they did and went rogue, what happened? They got kicked out of the G7 at that time, or G8. They got kicked out. And when things happen, they pull them out and say, okay, we're not doing the Olympics. So I think that the rest of the world, even though they're moving around America, they need to be doing things in protest of America. That's my thought. What do you guys think?
I think that is extremely powerful. And I think about when we were going through this stuff with when Russia specifically was we were going to the war with them, we were going back and forth. All of their players, when I'm thinking about the US Open, because I love tennis, all of their players could not represent Russia. They couldn't put a Russian flag. So if the player was from Russia, you wouldn't see where they were from, or they were not allowed to participate on the world stage. And I don't think, I even think as American citizens, we're not angry enough, because we are still going to do politics as usual. And what I mean by that is, if you look at all of what we produce in this country, entertainment, for example, NBA, football, the Golden Globes that happened yesterday. And I can't remember the brother's name, the actor who plays Incredible Hulk in Marvel. When they talked to the brother was asking him questions on the red carpet saying, isn't this great just to be around your peers and da. He was like, as much as I would like to say this is great, truth be told, I'm very uncomfortable right now. And this is what he said on the red carpet. I can't remember the actor's name. He said, I'm very comfortable right now. We have a woman who was killed in Minneapolis. This administration is just horrible. And I was so happy that he took that moment to be present in what's currently happening, not to be caught up in all the glitz and glams. But I think that we still do not fully understand how serious this is. I think a lot of people like to enjoy living in a bubble. And it's easier to not know what the truth is and to live in a lie, or to be blinded, than to live in the complete truth. Because I think it may be too much for people to manage that fear, so to speak, or concern or worry. And it's easier just to continue going about life until shit is at the front door and it's like, oh snap, what am I gonna do?
Yeah, I agree. I think again, we as a country, the majority, the only way things are going to change is the actual population makes the change. No one's coming to, as we've been hearing for the last several weeks, no one's coming to save us.
Right.
No one is going to save America. America will save itself if it can. The people here will save its. We are responsible. So far, I'm not sure. I mean, I guess there are some people that have gone back to shopping at Target or whatever. But these campaigns need to be continual.
Oh yeah.
You can't just start something and then start and stop, because some corporations are okay. They'll wait it out.
Yep.
And again, you have to hit people where it hurts, and that's their wallet.
You have to hit them where they hurt. You have to hit them, because they're the ones that are creating these 1% that we have to worry about. Is not gay, LGBTQ. The 1% are the billionaires, And those are the people we have to hit. And then Target had a big problem. They were about to go out of business for a minute. They're still talking about how they have to fire a couple of their CEOs because we have the power. And like you said, Ron, I think it was you or Donald just said something about, how things are changing. They think in the next 50 years that most people in America will be black or brown, and I think that's what they're afraid of.
Oh, they're terrified of it.
Right. And that's why they're doing what they're doing. Now, I'm not trying to, once again, I'm not trying to say anything against my white brothers and sisters, especially with my righteous brothers and sisters. But even they know that this is what's going on. And Donald, the name of the actor is Mark Ruffalo.
I don't know if I saw the doctor come on and say
Dr. Tashi.
Yes, Dr. Tashi come on and say she didn't see it. So if it's okay, Ron, is it all right if I just present the video for a quick sec just so people can see what he said?
Yeah,
if they haven't heard it.
Yeah, you can.
All
do you
right,
have it? Do you have access? Do you you
yes,
can get to it. You can
so.
Yeah, you can share.
Yeah, Dr. Tashi's right. They're not reading the room. And the thing about it, everybody's so freaking spoiled. I'm telling you, man. We
as Americans are spoiled. I mean, that's just the way it is.
And if NATO goes down, they have something called the Geneva Convention in the military that if you get caught, you can't get tortured and blah blah blah. That'll go away.
But the whole thing, that's almost gone away because unprecedented is a president of one country capturing the president of another country. Kidnapping. I mean,
what you're saying, Ron, is amazing. I tell you.
I mean, no one so now, which I wish it could happen, is that Trump could be in another country, and then someone says, "You know what? You should be put in jail."
Yeah,
and just take him and put him in jail. That would be the best thing that ever happened. But there's certain rules, or we call it
protocol.
Protocol that things we just don't do. For instance, like you said, the Geneva Convention, and making sure that when a soldier is captured, that they're not tortured, that they are treated with respect, right? So now that you have the American president doing the crazy of kidnapping a president, killing his guard, and now what's to say they can't do it to you now?
Oh, that's crazy.
It's totally changing the whole world order.
World order. Wow.
Literally.
So Don, you're going to show that, or?
Oh yeah, I have it queued up. Whenever I don't know if you.
You can share wherever you ready to share.
Okay. I think you have to allow it to come onto the screen. I don't know how to.
Okay, I got it. I see it here. I got it.
Okay, awesome. I'm gonna play it now.
Tonight and his wife Sunny, and I want to ask you right off the bat. How much fun is it in that room? Sitting there, you have a couple cocktails, you hang out with everybody, and there's all kinds of conversations going on.
It's usually a lot of fun, but I can't really. I got to be honest with you. I'm not feeling so great. We have a woman, Renee Good, was murdered in our streets of America today, and we got literally stormtroopers running around terrorizing. And as much as I love all this, I don't know if I can pretend like this crazy stuff isn't happening. We have a president who says the laws of the world don't apply to him, and we could rely on his morality, but he has no morality. So where does that leave us? Where does that leave the world? So I love these people. I love being here. I love you. But I also can't. It's so hard to pretend anymore. This is crazy what's happening.
I have to ask you because I have family from the Twin Cities, so I understand how hard that is right now. Well, lots of people are hurting right now, and that's the problem, is that the people are hurting.
Yeah, and people can't pay their rent. This isn't making us any safer. They can't pay their rent. They can't buy food. Insurance is impossible. They can't take care of their families and health. There's no education. I mean, this is not making America better. If it was, I'd be, yeah, great, let's do it. But that's not what's happening. And we have Americans being shot, killed, a woman in her car.
So I'm going to ask you this, because we're talking about the problems. What do you think we can do what are the solutions?
Listen, I think most Americans want the same thing. They want a little sun on their face. They want to know that their kids are going to be okay. They want to know their kids are going to be safe. They want to be able to pay their rent. They want to be able to know they're going to send their kids to a good education. But right now, the whole Senate, the whole Congress has been taken over by corporations. So who's there fighting for us now? Nobody. But if somebody did, they got us at each other's throats. The billionaires got us at each other's throats, right? We're out there killing each other. You know what the solution is? It's doing something for the working people, putting all your focus on that.
Here's what I'm going to say. I respect the fact that you're using your time and your forum to get out your message, and I appreciate it.
Well, I mean, how can we do that? We can't. I don't know. I can't keep pretending.
No, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah, that was good.
Wasn't that priceless?
It's priceless. And Ron, let me tell you something. I want to thank you for allowing us to come in here and you using your platform to do good over all this time, man. We appreciate you, man. What you're doing, how you started. It's just you're still serving. And I really appreciate that. But go ahead, Ron.
We are all about serving.
I'll give you your flowers.
But you know what I want to say about Don? Don came with his tape and queued it up and got it ready.
I gotta come correct on your show. I was
like, wait a minute, Don got it all cute.
He got it going.
I said, go Don.
Road to Legacy, we coming through. Road to Legacy coming through, baby. Road to Legacy.
Hey, Ron, to Martin's point, I remember when we were first starting our journey with the podcast stuff, and then when you were starting with your journey, and I reached out to you to find out how to do what you're doing right now on your platform through StreamYard. It's because of you and what you told us and taught us, and then helping us as a collective to grow. And I'm extremely proud of your growth. I'm extremely proud of your growth, Ron. And I am humble and thankful that we have this community, we have this brothership, we have this partnership, and that we share with each other.
And that's what we're talking about. We're talking about building. And the question was, what are we going to do about all this? Nobody, like you said, Ron, like everybody said, nobody's coming to save us. So as African Americans, I'm saying this, we have to do a collective, like what us three Black men are doing now, and Black women. We need to come together. I see Dr. Tashi on your show all the time. I see people. If we come together, we could find the solutions to protect ourselves, to protect our nation, and to keep living the life that we want to live. Because nobody's coming to save us. We just have to continue to get this information out.
Yeah, this is also what you're saying. Of speaking on along that train of thought, Jazzy is saying, "Yep, it's an app." They're talking about this app called the Green Book, where you can see all the sundown towns and. The Green Book, they have the Green Book online as well. So if you want to apply for the Green Book, there is an actual website and app called the Green Book.
Excuse me, Ron. You know I'm a historian. You know
I know you love history like I do.
You know what I'm saying? So let me just show you this one, right? So to show you that it was real.
Whoa, look at that one.
It's metal.
Mm-hmm.
It's been around for a long time. And last but not least, yes, everybody, do what Ron says and get the Green Book.
The Green Book is out there. It's out there.
Green Book. You can get it online. It has all the stops and all the places that you can go back in those days. And we may need another Green Book.
We will.
We will need another Green Book. It has all the addresses, all the hotels. And it was going on for a while. This is the man who invented it, the man who created it. Victor H. Green.
That's the original. That's the old book, right? That's the.
Yeah.
There was also another book that was another. This is the revised edition.
This is the revised edition
because the old original ones had like a paper knitted
but
green cover.
You can't find them anymore, and if you do find them, you're going to pay at least $7,000 to $8,000 for them.
Yeah, they're collectors.
But it has the same thing in here, and it gives you an idea of what's going on, an idea of your history, because this can happen again.
Very much so. And so as you're saying this, though, my buddy who I'm hanging out with, I'm staying at his house, and he is from the Caribbean. Mm-hmm. And he has a very strong Caribbean accent, and when he speaks. So I was saying, hey, you should just hang out. We could just do a road trip and go this place and go that place. And he goes, yo, Ron, he says, I am terrified to go outside of New York City. he said, I don't want to deal with ICE. I don't want to, I'm afraid that they may hear my voice and hear my strong Caribbean accent and pull me to the side and say I'm not a citizen, and then it's over. I can't get back to my job. Terrible. I'm locked up somewhere. And it was, I mean, I feel it when I'm traveling, and I don't have a Caribbean accent. I don't have an accent of I'm from some foreign place, and it broke my heart to hear him. You know, it's one thing when you think it, but when someone articulates it, it's so it was like I sat in the living room and I was like, wow, you can't travel like you want to travel. And this is someone that has a great career, does amazing work. He's a boss at his job. He does and he feels the fear of not being able to travel outside of New York City, not even outside of New York State, outside of New York City, in fear that he may be taken away by ICE.
And that happened to our ancestors. That happened, not even our ancestors, my grandmother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As African Americans, like I said, we've been through all of this already. Now people have to realize that it can happen again. The Handmaid's Tale, that TV show.
Yes.
That happened to Black women in America, like for 400 years.
That's right.
So, these things, you're right, Ron. You're right. I mean, it's crazy. My question is, though, and I'm not changing the subject, but my question is,
we're just having a conversation. Yeah.
Yeah, because you're a photographer. Most of the people that follow you are photographers. How do we get more photographers, or are there a lot of photographers really documenting or photograph documenting these atrocities that are going on? And how do you feel about it? Do you think that it's doom scrolling when you find all those pictures on the sites of the woman getting shot? Or do you think, because Gordon Parks was doing it in his own way back in the day? Yeah, Gordon Parks would take some shots of some signs like this and put it next to the lady. And
yes,
it was he was a great photographer. What do you think about that, Ron? About
I've been watching the photographers. Like, I'll look at footage and my eye is always drawn to the photographers and how they are working in this environment, because photographers are being attacked as well. So no one is safe when you are out in these streets, especially in this new era. And I'm gonna take it by 2 points. I'm gonna take it from two angles. I was with fellow photographers this weekend. It was about maybe 50 of us at the gallery. A lot of us are gonna have our work shown at this Wilmer Jennings gallery in February. So we gathered together yesterday for a marketing campaign to do a commercial of all of us together and filming and all that other stuff. So it was really great to do that yesterday. And these are all Black photographers. And one of the photographers, she's an amazing, her work has been in, like I said, several museums, a very accomplished photographer. And we were talking, because she's like myself, we both we love history, we love politics, we follow with trends, we know what's going on in the world. And she goes, Ron, I'm working to just keep my peace. And during Black Lives Matter, we were all in the street. I'm just talking from the Black photographers.
Yeah.
We were all in the street, covering it day after day, hour by hour. We were marching across the bridge. We were marching in the streets. We were photographing every single piece of Black Lives Matter after George Floyd. You couldn't stop us. We didn't care about COVID. We didn't care. We wore double mask, triple mask. We put the goggles on. It was at any cost necessary to get the real story out to people. Meaning, as Black photographers, we could photograph our truth. It wasn't what other photographers were putting out there, the negativity, but we were photographing the joy of the protest. We were photographing the camaraderie. We were photographing people laughing, having fun as they were protesting and joining together for a cause. So we came as Black photographers, we approached it from another angle. Yes, we wanted to tell the horror story, but we also wanted to tell the stories of joy, people coming together, strategy, looking out for one another, water being handed out, people giving their last. We wanted to give all of that great information through photography.
Okay.
So that was our. I don't speak for every Black photographer out here, but we were talking yesterday, and most of my friends that are photographers are not really in the streets for this event. Some are, but most of the photographers I am looking out, I call the front lines, are white photographers.
Yes.
And so when I'm looking at the broadcast, like this one footage that was out yesterday of a gentleman, he just simply was filming ICE doing their bad stuff to an individual, and then he gets punched down, put down, tackled, and he's wrestled to the ground.
Wow.
And they arrest him and take him away as well. But there's a white photographer on the ground getting the shots, trying to get the story. And I think, for instance, for me as a Black photographer, I have not found a extreme need to be in the streets photographing this time. To me, again, like we've talked in this community, we're gonna be okay.
Right.
And, you know, I think and this is what we were talking about yesterday. Some of the photographers, we've been here before. Our ancestors have been here before. We've been here. We've did that and done that. We survived. We will survive. We have each other. We have community. We're going to work to help and support one another. But we're not in those streets. Even the photographers. It's just really, I found that fascinating. We had this conversation yesterday.
Right.
And there's not a Black, like, think about it. We were all photographers. We were at the gallery doing our thing.
Yeah.
Now, on Fifth Avenue, at the same exact time, there were thousands and thousands of people on the streets.
Yeah.
Most of the Black photographers that I know were not there.
Right.
So I think we see it differently in this
time.
This is not our fight. It's like I hate to say it. I mean, it sounds. I know, you just gotta be plain and say it is what it is. This is not our fight. Black people did not put Trump in office.
That's right. Black
people warned America. Black people have been warning America for generations.
And
this is what police officers do. This is what law enforcement does. This is how people are treated. The people in the Black community have been treated this way for centuries. This is not our fight. This is the fight for the awakening of white people to wake up. Wake up, because if until white people understand, and this is again not all white people.
Righteous is okay.
Yes, because we have lots of white folks that are out there. I mean, most of the people that are out there in these streets.
That's right.
Like those thousands and thousands of people are. A lot of them are white.
Righteous.
It's their fight. Their fight. They can only change the minds of their people, the people that look like them.
That's right.
It's like Don Lemon says on his show. He said, if he talks about a white person in the way that he needs to talk about a white person in this time we're in, it'll be rejected. Oh, it's just a black person ranting.
Mm-hmm.
But white people like Jennifer and Pumps on their show, they are white women. They are white. They can speak to white people like black people can't.
Right.
And so as a photographer, I don't think it's our fight. And will I go out and photograph maybe something here or there? Maybe if it just happened to be there. But I don't think it's worth the risk of me as a black photographer being out in the streets, maybe getting sprayed or
whatever,
or getting hurt or whatever, for a cause that we've been doing for the longest. We've been in the streets.
Yep.
So I look at it just like my black photographer, my compadres from yesterday, my peers. This is not our fight. Let them fight it out. Let them work it out. We will do our job in building our community. We will photograph what we love about our community. We will photograph our people coming together, having a good time. We will photograph the line dancing. We will photograph the things that are meaningful to our community to build community.
Now, that's it. To Ron's point, what Ron, you were saying to your point to the audience, this is a shot of a friend of mine. You can't see it because I have the black ice picture in the back, but it's a shot. I don't know if you can. I don't know.
There's the reflection.
Yeah, it's a little better now, right?
Yeah, just tilt it slightly downward, and you'll be able to see it. Go down. Yep, slightly there, and give it a little tilt. There you go. Perfect.
Yeah, there we
go.
Okay,
so pull it closer in. Pull it closer in.
What you were talking about, Ron?
Yes.
Is a photograph in the Bronx, or was it Brooklyn, where Amadou Diallo. This is the protest of Amadou Diallo, and my brother, who used to be paparazzi, and now he's a really great photographer out there. I like to put his stuff out here in Indianapolis. His name is Hector, and Hector shot this back during Amadou Diallo. So to your point, you're right. I mean, we've been here before. We've watched our families get killed by the cops, and we've documented that. We have so many documents of this. So you're 100% right. I mean, it's you hit it right on the head. I just wanted to just explain that to you because I have a couple of his paintings, a couple of his photographs I'm going to put in the show soon. But that's a woman holding his picture, and then there's a picture of his mom I have here holding a picture like that after he had gotten blown away. And for those who don't remember Amadou Diallo, he was shot over 40 times, and I'm not
41 times. Amadou Diallo.
Right. Coming home, he was reaching for his wallet and he got shot. But the point of the matter is that, Ron, you're right. And if we go back out there and continue to do the same thing over and over again, it's called insanity. And that's why I say that we just need to continue to galvanize ourselves and do what us three are doing right now and what you're doing with your platform and continue to push forward. So I just wanted to show that example to say that I'm with you with that all the way, Ron.
Well, here's even like Gia Houston Jack says. She says, "I'm focused on telling stories of joy and community. I am not in the streets."
Yes.
And I like I said, I think I so far in my circle of photographer friends and people that are doing photography and love photography and document everything, and none of us have sat in a room and said, "This is not our fight. We're coming together and not doing this anymore." No, that's not. We just all have instinctively said, "This is not our fight."
Yeah.
But what we all have in common, this just like Gwendolyn's saying right here, I think this is something that's a common thread. Especially, I know in other communities, I guess it would be, but I can only speak from the Black community because I'm a Black photographer in a Black community. And it says, "I'm focused on telling stories of joy." These are key words, y'all. Joy and community.
Yep.
We are building our communities, whether we're doing it here on Touch Base Daily or we're doing it you're looking at it on different platforms on YouTube or Instagram. People are building their communities to build, to survive. We cannot do this alone, but we can do it as a community. Like you were saying, coming into a community and being able to express and share your thoughts, being able to say, hey, I have an idea, I have a thought. I think that's where we are. I am in that place. I don't really feel the need to get out there in those streets. But also, see what else other people are saying. Anthony says, it's not safe right now. As bad as I want to capture history, I have a wife and son to consider. Dr. Taji says, nope, get somebody else to do it.
That's right, doctor. That's right.
And G says, that part, Anthony.
That's right.
And Jazzy said, it's not our fight.
Yeah, Jazzy, I was looking at what he was saying earlier. He was, I don't know if it's...
She said, ain't none of them for the Black community, my brothers.
You're right.
And also, I think about it. If I may pause and interject, ICE has unalived several people, 36 people, I do believe, I think since this year began, or was it the end of last year? That's 36. Crazy. They were men and women of color.
That's crazy.
This is not to go against the white woman that was killed.
I know what you're about to say. That's what I said.
But she was a white woman, and this is why people are reacting.
That's right.
Because the white community doesn't understand unless it's one of them.
Yes,
as long as it's she was at the wrong place. She was probably doing something she wasn't supposed to be doing. He was probably doing something he wasn't supposed to be doing. But no, just like the white woman was sitting in her car, and I'm using white women instead of her name.
Yeah.
As the white woman was sitting in her car, and she did not threaten those people. She was minding her business. She, even as the first car went by, she stopped her car to let it go by. She thought the second van was going to go by, so she stopped. Then they get out. They start pulling the heart. The guy pulls her handle. Then she's threatened. But if that was a Black woman, it would not be getting this coverage.
Nope.
If it was a Black man, it would not be getting this coverage.
No, Keith
if it
Porter
was a
just
Latino,
got killed in L.A.
Yeah, and go on and on. It happens all the time. There was a killing on the same week of a Black man.
Yeah, Keith Porter.
In
L.A.
And nothing, no sound, not a stitch, not a vocal of anything. So let's not be what's the word? Naive.
Right.
We know that the reason why these people are outraged is because this was a white woman. It's the same thing when it comes to Black women being abducted. Black women are abducted at high rates.
Yes.
I don't know where all these Black women are disappearing to, but they're being disappeared. But do you see it on the news?
You don't.
And that's the problem with America. If it's a blonde-haired, blue-eyed girl that's been abducted, well, that's going to be on front page. That's on the morning news. That's right there at 6 o'clock. Right there when you turn on the news. So we are not naive to what this country is all about. And when we say the country, this is the way the structure of this country is about.
Yes.
It's not all people, it's not all white people. It's the structure of this country could give 2 scoops of ice cream about a person of color.
He said ice cream. You're nice.
It doesn't give.
I know you guys. I don't have my cursing crew on my.
You swear, John. They don't give a shit about us. They do not care.
I love the ice cream though. But yeah, Ron, you're 100% right. 100%.
They don't care. They don't care about us.
But Michael Jackson said it a long time ago. All I want to say is that they don't really care about us, and people thought he was crazy and raping little boys. Michael Jackson knew what time it was.
Now, Jerry says, when I said it needed to be documented, I'm talking about the allies. They need to show it. Lisa says, right, because they are not doing anything by the books. It's the wild, wild west out there. Yes. And again, here's another one. Home Depot last week, I think it was Friday. Was it Friday or Saturday? two Latinos were in Target, not Home Depot. It was Target.
I saw that on the news.
He says, I have my passport. I have my ID. Did that matter?
No.
These people are not, they don't, you would think this was the old rules. These are no rules. There are no rules. Like this is the wild, wild west. You can say, I got my passport. They don't care. They rip that thing out of your hand, toss it to the ground, or even worse, destroy it.
Right.
Because they're just interested in getting rid of you.
And they're ramping it up. Did you hear what J.D. Vance said just the other day?
Door to
in the
door.
press conference, door to door.
They want to go door to door.
Mm-hmm.
But again, it's okay when it's my neighbor. It's okay when it's the person down the block.
Yeah, but
when they come knocking on your door, it's too late.
Hey, Veterans Administration is telling me to carry my DD-214. That's how bad it is.
Yeah, well, Kareem,
is your papers when you got out to prove that you were in the military.
You have to do it. I have to carry my passport everywhere I go.
Me too. When I came to New York the last time, a friend of mine that works for the government here was like, make sure you take your passport just in case they throw away your ID. You have your passport. Yeah, it's because you. I was like, why? He said, because you look Dominican. I was like, all right, whatever.
Well, melanated people could be of any background. That's
right. Yeah, we know that. Well, yeah. So that's the deal. Hey, Ron, I had that question because I just wanted. I see how media changes the way we look and how we live our lives, from the Cosby shows all the way to what they do with this Bravo does these channels where they have housewives of Atlanta and they're beating each other up and fighting. So, I'm glad that, what Lisa's saying and what everybody else is saying that's listening to us right now about joy. It's very important to keep promoting joy. And, it's just amazing. It's amazing how we can come together when we want to. Now we just have to figure a way to help each other out and to come together when we need help. I just think that sometimes we lack on that.
Yeah,
helping each other out on certain situations, even information like what we're doing together collectively. Your show and Road to Legacy podcast and what we're doing together collectively. And like Donald said earlier, you helped us and we helped you and we help each other get around. We just need to get other people help. Even take their time. Ron, you come out to our toy drives times on your own, with your own whatever. You tell us what you want, we give you what you want. It might just be cab fare. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Just give me a cab fare. You get me there by cab, I'm there. I can help.
But we as Black people, we just have to be authentic. We have to be able to say, this is what I want. And if you can't give it to me, tell me. Don't wait till a couple weeks later.
And we can barter it.
Tell me, what did you need? How come you didn't tell me what you needed? And I'm like, I'd rather tell you what I need than for you to tell me later on, ask me why you didn't ask me.
Before you guys talk, we're going to wrap it up. But I want tell the folks about your Road to Legacy. Take a moment and so that way people can know about your podcast and where they can find you. And then we're gonna close out on our Motivation Monday thought for the week.
Okay, I want to start off first really quick. So Road to Legacy, RSL, is a media company that helps nonprofits and helps people learn how to help other people out. Mm-hmm. But we just do our toy drives out here in Indianapolis, and we do them in New York. We hook up with organizations. One that we hooked up now is Indy Juneteenth out here that does parades and shows out here. And we also hooked up with P30, which is a organization that gives you space to do certain things out here. We work together with those communities and we connect because Donald and I have known so many people over the years. All right, Don, go ahead.
And what we are currently working on, and Ron, if you don't mind, I would like to just share one more thing. We're working on we've been doing the toy drops for like the last 8 or 9 years, and
look at what happened
and I wanted to
years ago that
share
man
like a clip.
Didn't have the one gift he was able to give his daughter was the one gift he won from us.
That's right. I remember.
You know what I mean? That alone says everything. That one thing. Somebody told me this phrase: small tangible wins. Mm-hmm. It's the small things. We have impacted over 200-300 people every single year since you've been started doing this. So don't think that, because some of these kids, that's the only gift they get. Keep it 100. That's the only gift they get. So
I just wanted to I thank you, Ron, for pulling that up. That's a clip from the documentary that we are working on. So we've been doing the toy drive for like the last 8 or 9 years or so. And so since this year or last year was our last toy drive in the community, we're pivoting to do other things like what Martin is saying. However, all of that stuff that we've done through the years, we're putting together and formulating a documentary about community and the collective and all the people, including yourself, who over the years have helped us to produce this toy drive. And I think it's very, very important to show the community aspect of how, again, everyone comes together to give back to the people. And so that's what we are currently working on for RSL.
And what Donald, what he forgot to say is that all your listeners, and even though you, Ron, if you have any way that you can help us to finish this documentary, editors or anybody like that, anybody who wants to come out and take, pictures of what we do, either in the Bronx or even out here in Indianapolis, we're working on budgets and stuff like that. So please get in contact with us so we can get to know you. So when we do get the budget, or you want to do a pro bono, you know what I'm saying? Just come on through and get in contact with us. And you can get in contact with us at, Donald.
You can either send us a DM through the Instagram, or you can email us at readsmalllegacy@gmail.com.
Put it on the screen. I'll put it up there for you.
Yeah, I'll add it. I'll add it under my name.
And adding that, yeah, we, like I said, I don't want anyone saying that we didn't ask for help because we see these genres.
Yes, right. But that was the beauty part. Think about it.
Each other.
I photographed the first year.
Yes.
And then the second year we had some other folks that showed up, and they were part of, being a part of the sharing and took pictures. And we had Jelani come through and a couple of other photographers, and there's some other videographers that just did it from, and that's what it's all about, especially when it comes to charity and raising money for people or giving gifts to kids that can't afford it and families that can't afford it. Those entities do not and cannot ever really afford photographers. I mean, it's just not, because that money that they pay the photographer that money could be going back to the kids. So it's almost like a catch-22, because you want to make sure you do photograph the events, because it's the photograph that sells the events and to sponsors. So when sponsors see those photographs, they go, wow, these people are doing something here. And versus no photography at all, or videography. So it's important that we as photographers look for those opportunities to support. Gwendolyn supports in her community the food drive and the food bank in her, and food drive, but food bank in her area. But it's the photography that keeps the funds coming.
Yes.
So so we went to the awareness of photography. Photography plays such a role in so many lives.
Yes.
And can benefit so many lives. So yeah, we can use that.
And Ron, one last thing I want to say that we have upcoming is we're going to be taking kids from Indianapolis and New York coming up in August, and we will need a photographer to come and document. So anyone who is willing to share some time and help out, we will
we'll let you know.
Some help with that. We'll let you know for sure.
It's a trip from there and then to Africa. So we'll let you guys know.
I like that.
All right.
Like that. Okay, guys, I'm gonna let you guys go. And we are definitely going to do our thing here. And thank you, Don. Thank you, Mr. Martin Small.
We love you, Ron Foster. We love you, Ron Foster. We love you, baby.
My buddies, my pals. This was a great conversation. You guys, I'm telling you, you guys have an open invitation.
Thank you.
Ron,
we got to do this more.
Thank you, Ron. We love you.
Bye.
Love you too, bud. So here we go, guys. And so today we are talking about something that is dear. Hold on, let me get it on the screens. Let me put there so that way you go, oh, that may be too big. That may be too big. Hold on a second. There we go. I think it's in there. Okay, we got there. We got it in there. Oh, what is it? E Pluribus Unum for creatives. That's what we're talking about. And then we're going to close out. But listen to this. Motivation Monday. E Pluribus, Unum for creatives. Out of many, one. And this subject, obviously I planned this, but the conversation we had today is in conjunction with this, which was not planned. And out of many, one. A simple phrase, but it carries the entire heartbeat of what we do. For our touch-based community, it becomes more than a motto. It becomes a creative truth. One, out of many frames, one story emerges. Every click, every angle, every experiment is a piece of a larger narrative only you can tell. Two, out of many voices, one community rises. We come from different cities, cultures, and creative paths. Yet we meet here each day to lift each other higher. Three, I'm loving this. Out of many moments, one legacy forms. The small daily acts, showing up, sharing work, encouraging others, become the body of work that defines us. So, people, touch-based daily community, so on this Monday, let's move with intention. Let's remember that our individuality is powerful, but our unity is unstoppable. Each of us brings a different light, and together we create something no single lens could ever capture alone. Okay, E Pluribus, Unum. Out of many, one. Out of many creatives, one unstoppable force. Who's with me? Who's with us? Who's with us? And I want you guys to think about that as you go through the week. As you go through the week, we're in this together. We have been here before, as we've been saying. We will survive. We will make it. We will help each other. We will share with each other ideas to help us go the long distance in the world. When the world is crazy, we still got each other. We got this. One, many of us becoming one. One force. We're unstoppable. Okay, here's some banners. Let me give you. Here we go. Let's go to the videotape here, y'all. If you want to be a part of the community, make sure you hit the. Also, before I say that, make sure you hit the likes. If you have been here, hit the likes. Hit the subscribe if you haven't. If you're not subscribed already, we have a YouTube community. Join it. Become part of it. Have conversations with each other on it. That's what that purpose is for. It's called YouTube community for a reason. Build community. You can share a lot there. Also, join the email listing. Just go to ronlewisphotos.com and you can get those wonderful emails and newsletters. Also, I'm an event photographer. If you're looking for an event photographer, reach out. Hit me up. Let's talk. Also, thank you, Patreon members. Your support helps us create amazing content. And I want to say a great thank you. I took one of our big supporters here out to lunch last week. We had an amazing time just talking it up, sharing what we're doing here, what they're doing, how we can support. It was wonderful. Thank you, Patreon members. And if you don't know how to connect on a Patreon, let me put that on the screen for you so you'll have that. Hold on a second. Let me get that QR code on there. Just scan the QR code that's in the corner there. and it'll take you straight to the Patreon page so you can become part of that. Also, what we talked about today is on that Patreon page as well, and everything else that we talk about here on Touch Base Daily is usually located in the Patreon community, and you're going to see more community-oriented stuff in the Patreon community. So as for Patreon members that support what we do here, so more interaction, more interactive connections. Okay, and last but not least is also our wonderful, again, join our YouTube channel and hit subscribe. And it doesn't cost anything to do that. And I think we did it. I think we did it all. I think we have done it all. Many one. We are many. We are one. Let's help each other, build community, and focus on what matters. See you tomorrow. Oh, sorry. Oh, tomorrow I won't be here. Tomorrow I have all kinds of tests going on. All my, I share I'm not one to keep things private when it comes to my health. I know that sounds crazy. So tomorrow is my 6 month. I'll be getting my CT scans and all that other stuff to make sure everything is going well after 1 year of having the surgery and being cancer free. So cancer free, we don't want the cancer to come back. So we got to make sure we stay on top of things. So I'm getting all my tests done tomorrow. I need to do that also so I can get the green light to go overseas. So I'm getting all the physicals done, all the blood work done. I already had the blood work last week, 15 vials removed. That was wonderful. Nice Thursday. But yeah, so we are definitely going to be getting everything done so that way I can have the green light health-wise to go overseas, because I'll be running like a maniac once I get there and I'll be on the run. So making sure that health is, if I may remind all of the brothers, all of my sisters in the building, that doesn't mean black or white. That means everyone. Colons, make sure you'll get your colonoscopy if you haven't gotten it yet. Colon cancer. I just learned of another young person dying of colon cancer in their 40s. Now, so guys and girls, make sure you take care of, if you're up to your 5 years, because now it's 5 years, every 5 years, get your colonoscopies done. It's a slow growing cancer, so you can stop it, right, early. So get your colon cancer screenings. I have to do it every year now because of the colon cancer I had last year. But get out there, do it. I have to do it every year. I'll be probably doing mine next week or the first week of February. But here we go. Let's stay healthy. And I know men, now I'm going to go there with black men in general, but black men, we have a reason why we don't like doctors. So I'm not saying you don't have a reason not to like doctors, but you have to get your colon cancer screenings. You have to get your, all of the screenings, every screen, prostate cancer, all of it. You got to stay committed. Stay committed to your health. Your family needs you. Your loved ones need you. So stay active. I'm not going to start another broadcast on that right now. I'm going to let you guys go on that. But definitely stay on top of your health. So I will not be here tomorrow. I will be at the clinic drinking that nasty fluid so I can do the scans. But yeah, yes, it is. Yes, 5 years now for certain groups, mainly people that are melanated. The people in the Black community. It is recommended if you're in a high risk category to get your colonoscopy every 5 years. Okay, and also I do believe in February, before I leave, like I talked to my my surgeon. He may be making a guest appearance with us here to help educate you on colon cancer in our communities. Okay, so hopefully we'll get that. So keep that in in your prayers that will happen, because he's really cool, and it'll be good to have him here. And I think that's it. Okay, we're out. And good. Okay, focus on what matters. We're out. Bye.